Marshall Costner with Costner Building Group here at a custom home that we're building for a client in Cheval. Wanted to show you some exciting new things that we're bringing to our clients right now. We're always looking to innovate and make sure that we're using the best building materials, making sure that we're providing quality to our clients. And we have just started using the Henry VP100 on our projects and wanted to show you why we think it is one of the best systems for your house. Follow along today and learn why VP100 could be the best air and water barrier for your home. The Henry VP100 is a roll product, and it is self-adhered and it's also self-healing. And so that, you have to peel the backing off, and once the backing comes off, we place it directly onto the sheathing, and any puncture wound that goes through it when we put the siding up or the rainscreen, any nail that goes through, this product will self-heal around that nail to keep it water and air tight. And so the advantages of this product is that it's like a Christmas wrapping or wallpaper, but on the outside of your house. And so it allows us to get a really good tight water and air barrier. So when we started this, we started with the Blueskin flashing along the bottom, and it goes down all the way to our block. So we first put that, then we put and shingled it up. So if any water were to hit, it laps over and it keeps running down. We like to do continuous exterior insulation. So what we did on this project, and we kind of have a cross section here on a cut piece that we were able to cut out from a window. We have our 1 inch of insulation, then we have an OSB board, then we have the Henry VP100 product. And you see I'm trying to peel it up and it is very tight. So when we installed the VP100 on this home, it was a very cold day. So we had to use the primer first. That is the green that you see. It was just regular OSB. But so we painted on the primer, and then we put the VP100, and so that allowed it to bond even in the cold temperature. So we could continue to move forward on this project even though it was cold. We just had to use the primer. And so this has bonded really, really well. If we were to shoot a nail, it would be self-healing right here on this panel. But also we were able to give you the continuous exterior insulation, nice nail sheathing for us, and then a wonderful water and air barrier. And so the reason that we use and we want a nice and tight water and air barrier is that's going to provide a more comfortable home to you. A more comfortable home in that we know that we condition that air and we're able to filter that air so you breathe easier. And we're not losing that air through the windows, through the doors, through random holes in the side of the house where everything that sheathing didn't butt up nice and perfectly. This continuously goes past that. Henry also will come out, inspect the home, make sure that it is nice and watertight and airtight, and they will provide an additional warranty because they provide that additional service. But also, it's also a peace of mind that did your builder do the right thing? If Henry comes by and says, yes, it looks great, then you know your builder's doing a good job. So when the VP100 is installed, some air is trapped and it tries to work its way out. And so you do have to sometimes go in afterwards and just press with your hand, and you can get it, and you'll get these little creases, and there's a few others that you can see. And this is not like wallpaper inside your house, and that whether or not there's a crease in it, inside your house, that wouldn't be acceptable. On the outside, something that's going to be covered up, this is totally fine. Water's not going to care if it hits this lip and then drips. It's still going to go down and out. And once we put the rainscreen on, it'll still have a way to get out of the house and be perfectly fine. So the small little ribbons and runs, that's okay. What we want to make sure is that it bonds to the OSB and that we have a continuous layer that is water and air proof. A few little runs is totally acceptable, good, and to be expected. So today and yesterday and the day before, it has been very cold in Charlotte. And so you can see this green tacky that is on, and actually got a little bit on my fingers there. This is a primer that we had to put on because it was so cold. And so any times the surface of the OSB is 40 degrees or less, we need to put this primer on so that we'll get proper adhesion and bonding of the VP100. That's why you may see some of the green in the background on some of these videos, because we had to put the primer on, and it even kind of got on the front, which is fine. But the primer was put on, and then when they put this out, it must have rolled out, got into the primer, and they put it back. But that's what the green stuff is the primer to make sure that the VP100 properly bonds to the OSB, so we have that nice airtight, watertight seal on the outside of your home. So here's the actual Henry VP100 before it went up, and just wanted to, you know, kind of hold it and show it to you so you could see, you know, on the back it has this little film that we pull off, and then super sticky, and so that's what holds onto the house. And so we put it up, the very fancy wallpaper for the exterior of the house that is wonderful at making sure your home is water and airtight. And so that is what is so critical, is that this helps seal the home. And so greatly appreciate you taking the time to learn about this new product, an innovative way that we are ensuring that your home is comfortable, durable, and lasts for generations to come. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Remember to like, subscribe. Have a great day.